I've never been a fan of dolls. Even as a kid, I found their glassy stares unsettling. But when my grandmother passed away last year, she left me one. She said it was special. I didn't want it, but refusing a dying wish felt wrong. So, I placed it on a shelf in my bedroom. And at first, it was just decoration. Until the night I realized the doll wasn't just watching me. It was moving. The doll was porcelain, cracked cheek, faded blue dress, painted eyes that always seemed to follow me. I kept telling myself it was just a trick of the light, that I was imagining things. But then small things began happening. I'd leave the doll facing one direction, only to find it turned slightly when I came back. I'd hear faint tapping sounds at night, like fingernails on wood, always near the shelf. One morning, I woke up to find the doll on my nightstand. I lived alone. No one else had a key. That's when I set up my phone to record while I slept. I wish I hadn't. The footage showed nothing for the first few hours. But at exactly 3:12 a.m., the doll's head jerked. Its eyes, painted, unblinking porcelain eyes, slowly shut, and then opened. I replayed it 10 times, trying to convince myself it was a shadow, a trick, some glitch in the camera. But then, I noticed something else. Every few minutes, the doll blinked again. Not random, rhythmic, like breathing. The next night, I left the camera rolling. And at 3:15, the doll didn't just blink. Its lips moved. I couldn't sleep. I sat awake, staring at it from across the room. And I swear, I caught it looking away from me, not stiff and still, like porcelain should be, but alive, like a person avoiding eye contact. That same night, I woke to a faint whisper. I couldn't make out the words, but it was coming from the corner where the doll sat. When I turned on the light, it was gone. Not on the shelf, not on the nightstand. I found it hours later, sitting neatly on the kitchen table, hands folded. Like it had been waiting, I locked it in a box, shoved it in the closet, and tried to forget. But at 3 a.m., I woke to scratching at the door. Slow, deliberate scratching. And then a child's voice. "Let me out." I grabbed the box, drove miles to the river, and threw it in. I watched it sink, feeling the tightness in my chest finally ease. But when I got home, the shelf was no longer empty. The doll was sitting there again. Its eyes were red. Not painted red, wet, bloodshot red, staring at me like something inside was alive. The next morning, I went to a priest. He listened carefully, then only asked one question. "Did your grandmother ever tell you its name?" I shook my head. He sighed. "Then it already knows yours." That night, I tried to stay awake, but sometime after 3 a.m., I dozed off. When I woke up, the doll was on my chest. Its face was inches from mine, and its porcelain lips whispered my name. I don't remember the rest. I only know that when I opened my eyes again, it was morning, and the doll was back on the shelf. But now, whenever I turn away, I hear the faint click of eyelids opening, and I know, without looking, it's blinking.